Hi, Voice Explainer here. Today I am going to explain a movie named The Human Centipede 3. Movie starts and very disturbing movie named The Human Centipede is shown on the television. Bill is the jail's warden and the man named Butler is his accountant. Butler shows this movie to his boss, but he doesn't like it much. Bill's secretary says that he likes this movie a lot. Bill scolds her harshly and asks her to leave his office. In fact, Bill was a psychopath person and couldn't handle prisoners in jail. Prisoners didn't respect Bill. Therefore, to instill fear in them, he was very cruel to them. Bill's phone rings and he gets to know that a prisoner has attacked his junior officer. Hearing this, Bill goes lock-up area. On the way, the accountant Butler informs him that there isn't much money in his account. If these prisoners continue to do such violence and fighting each other, their medical cost will increase, and it may also be possible that your job will be gone. Bill pays no attention to him. The moment he enters the lockup area, the prisoners begin mocking him. He vents all of his anger on the prisoner who injured his junior officer. He bends his arm so hard that it breaks his arm, and the bone of his elbow can be seen. On which the prisoner shouts, and all other prisoners starts abusing Bill again and deliver bad words. Bill comes to his office and is very worried due to his insult. He thinks of new ways to punishing prisoners. He thinks to hang them upside down and leave worms on their bodies, but Butler warns him again about the huge expenditure on their medical treatment. Only then does his secretary bring him a parcel imported from Africa. There was something strange in this parcel that made him feel powerful after eating it. On the other hand, Bill's phone rings. Someone threatens him a lot. Bill gets afraid, but then it turns out that this is a breed of prisoners. He finds the prisoner and catches him. He puts cloth over his face and puts the bucket of very hot water on his face. This causes his face was very badly burns and his skins to stick the clothes which Bill's put on his face. When the government hears this news, the governor warns Bill's in jail. I give you 2 weeks. After it, I will come and everything should be get normal. But if that doesn't happen, he will fire him. Saying this, he goes away. As soon as he leaves, he gets very angry and calls all the prisoners in the yard. He takes one of the prisoner to the prison and takes out some of his body parts with a hot knife. He sends this to cook for lunch and surprisingly eats this in lunch too. After it, Bill goes for a round of hospital and goes to the same prisoner whose face he had poured water on. Bill pulls out his bandage to see his burnt face, due to which his skin is stretched again and he starts crying with the pain. In the evening, Bill and Butler discuss methods to torturing prisoners in order to make them fearful of him. Butler says, why don't we turn prisoners into human centipede like this movie The Human Centipede? His lips should be sewn with the back of others so that no prisoner can create disturbance again. No money will be wasted on their food or medical treatment too. It will also have been advantages that all prisoners will stay on their knees and will respect you. But he doesn't like this idea and asks him to go away after insulting him. Bill is so worried because of the behavior of the prisoners and keeps drinking alcohol. In the night, he sees a dream that all prisoners have attacked him and are taking revenge on him. After this dream, he gets afraid and ordered to meet the director of his movie immediately. He also comes to visit soon. Bill meets the director with this prison's doctor and he asks if it can really be made, to which answers yes, this is possible medically, and he has talked her to the hospital in which it can be done. He shows this report to the doctor on which says that do this medically, yes, this is medically possible, but was a risk infection. Therefore, all prisoners should given vitamins or nutrition injections and it is 100% possible. Hearing this, Bill agrees immediately. Butler says that teeth of prisoners shouldn't be interacted and tubes should be inserted in their mouths, so which the waste material of the next prison goes into his mouth and the lips should be sewn. Instead of removing their knees ligaments, they should be injected so that they can be temporarily paralyzed. In spite of pulling their back skin, we should put leather straps on them so that when they are set free, they are so scarred. Bill agrees, but the director of them that you can own my concept on one condition, that I will also there during operation. Bill makes him operation in charge. Bill calls the surgical team because the operation was going to start. Bill thinks of showing this movie to the prisoners and then he will announce his operation to them so that his fear may settle in their mind, but all prisoners get scared and attack Bill. Bill has to flee for his life. All prisoners go to Bill's office, but Bill goes and sits under the tree. Before rescue team arrival, all prisoners attack the secretary and kill her. After some time, the police force comes there and lock prisoners back in jail. Bill brings him fainting gun and faints all the prisoners and orders make human centipede. According to the doctor, some men are not fitting in the human centipede. He calls Bill to check them. One of those patients has trauma and he extracted his waste through artificial hole in his abdomen. Bill puts his gun in this hole and kills him. He kills all those patients who are not eligible for the human centipede. Now centipede operation was ready and the director comes there too. He sees the horrible operation is in front of his eyes. Bill shows him another thing which was more horrifying than the centipede operation. The hands and feet of some prisoners were being separated from their bodies. Seeing this, the director starts vomiting. After some days, world's biggest human centipede is made. Only then does the governor arrive to investigate the violence in the jail. But Bill shows him his human centipede, which was spread all over the field. Seeing this, the governor gets amazed. But Butler tells him that his punishment can save their money, as they will to need sweet food and it will be easy to handle them, nor will they commit and crime for the rest of their lives. Meanwhile, Butler sees Bill's secretary in human centipede who is shown dead apparently. Bill ignores him by calling it a gender test. Now Bill takes a governor to the prisoner who were sentenced to death. There were the same prisoner whose hands and feet were cut off. They were transformed into limbless centipede. Bill then tells the governor that prisoner who has completed their punishment will be removed from the centipede. There will be nothing but small marks on their lips and backs. Because of Bill's cruelty, the governor sentences him to death and go away. In anger, Bill kills the doctor and Butler. The governor comes again and tells him that his idea is so good. Bill goes to the field and shouts in front of prisoners happily. That's when the movie ends. Thank you for watching.